It's June 1st, and this is the recap video of the second month of summer 2012. It was a great month of May, not only from handicapping, but from the racing experience. It was just awesome. The month started off as I launched my Churchill Downs handicapping project. I plan to handicap every day of live racing, every card, every race. And I will bet all those races that I have investments on. And I'll show you the results through the first month in just a little bit. The kickoff, the highlight of the month and of the handicapping project was certain to be our visit to Louisville and Kentucky Derby 138 weekend.
It's Saturday, May 5th, Kentucky Derby Day, number 130.
I was at the Kentucky Oaks with my mom, my daughter Julie, and her good friend Shelby. And then I was at the Kentucky Derby on Saturday, May the 5th. And though the weekend didn't produce many winners, I did score with Stephanie's Kitten stakes race on Friday, Oaks Day. I just missed in the turf sprint on Kentucky Derby Day with Bridgetown. But I scored with my best of the day on Saturday when I had Winter Memories in the Grade 3 Bogey.
Winter Memories still bottled up at the quarter pole. Winter Memories crying out for some running room. In behind a wall of 4 horses as the field is turned for home. And now Winter Memories has some running room. And it's Kichigumi who's come away with the lead. On the outside, check the label. Down toward the Vale Federation. Into the final furlong. And Winter Memories is kicking it into high gear as they come down to the line. Winter Memories at the end. She won it going away.
Winter Memories was at Belmont, by the way. The highlight of the weekend, it was just awesome to be at the Downs on both Oaks and especially on Derby Day. A record crowd of 165,000 people were there. Everybody all dressed up in their dresses and hats and suits and hats. We looked sharp as a group. And the thrill came with we had a bird's eye view looking right at the starting gate as they let all 20 horses fly out of the gate in Kentucky Derby 138.
And the roar of the crowd when they broke out of the gate was just awesome.
This weekend I was back home on May 12th. I went out to the races and I had 13 winners on the day. A strong bounce back performance by me. I scored in 3 big stakes races. Currency Swap kicked off the stakes parade. Then Drill was my best bet of the day out west at Santa Anita. And then in the Grade 2 Peter Pan, 3-year-old Mark Valesky, who had skipped the Derby, much the best in the Peter Pan. On Friday, May 18th, it was the kickoff to the Preakness weekend. I played the races on home. I had a total of 6 wins out of just 14 selections, a very profitable day. But the best race of the day came in the Grade 2 Pimlico Special, where my selection was Alternation.
Into the stretch is 6 and 1, 10 and 3. Endorsement has been running strong away. Mission Impossible. Alternation leveling off in between horses. Nero deep on the far side. Hymnbook is now 5th with 1 furlong left to go. Alternation, Endorsement, Mission Impossible. Nero on the outside. Alternation, Endorsement. Nero charging. Here's the wire photo finish. And it's a photo alternation.
I was actually on track the next day, Saturday, May 19th, when it was Preakness Day. And I had last year on Preakness Day, my best day of the summer, where I had 22 winners. So I was hoping for a similar experience. Kicked the day off when in the United Kingdom, I had Horse of the Year over there, undefeated Frankel in his comeback race. And he was a winner for me as my best bet of the day. And then I went out on track and I scored with several stakes races at Pimlico, the first of which was Zagora in the Grade 3 Gailleret. Came right back with Asamundo in the Grade 2 DuPont Distaff. She's pointed for the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic. Saginaw was my best bet of the day at Belmont. He was much the best. And then it was time for the Preakness. I really liked Derby winner, I'll have another. I knew that the competition was going to be tough. The front runner from the Derby who'd set a wicked pace, I just knew that he was going to be tough to run down again, but I really think I'll have another as a Triple Crown threat. And as they turned into the stretch,
And it's Pony Meister coming to the 8th pole. I'll have another. Makes his move on the outside with 1 furlong to run. Pony Meister's in front. I'll have another. It's bearing down on him. It's Pony Meister. And I'll have another. In a dramatic Preakness. Can I have a minute to get there? Here it comes. Here's the wire. I'll have another down. He ran down Pony Meister to win the Preakness. And the Triple Crown will be on the line.
oh, that was awesome. And that capped off a 17 winning effort for me on the day handicapping. It was a great day of handicapping, just a great day. The following weekend, May 26th, we were up in Georgia to visit our good friends Sue and Dan Reynolds. I played the races online Saturday, and I had 15 selections, and I won 9 of them and had nearly $100 in profit. In fact, I swept the 2 stakes races at Arlington Park. In the first, I had Upper Line in the Grade 3 Arlington Matron. And then in the Arlington Classic, my best bet of the day, Silver Max, much the best front-running
And
winner.
the rest of the stretch, Silver Max trying to see this through. Silver Max following 2.5 lengths now. On the outside, Sachem Spirit, All Stormy. Toward the inside is North of Never, it's Silver Max. It's on the final half furlong. Silver Max in the Arlington Classic. There is no stopping Silver Max.
Over Memorial Day, Kim and I were driving for 12.5 hours from Georgia back to Fort Lauderdale. Even went through a tropical storm. That was interesting. But I had made some bets on the line, and I scored in both of the graded stakes out at Hollywood Park. First with Roman Threat and the Grade 3 Los Angeles, wire to wire. And then in a thrilling stretch rally, I had Belle Royale, a huge late kick to win the Grade 1 Gamelet.
Between horses, Wild Mia and Quiet Oasis is drifting out, but battling on bravely and retaking the lead. Quiet Oasis, Capital Plan comes right back at her. Belle Royale suddenly emerges and is going to run them both down. Here's Belle Royale in time.
My statistics for the month. At Churchill Downs, Jill Byrne is just a fabulous handicapper. In fact, of all the statistics I've kept of the national handicapper, she is always on top of the list in terms of win percentage. But if you notice in the statistics, her win percentage and mine, granted now mine are just on my betting selections, are nearly identical. So I took a lot of pride in that. She's much better than I am, 35% to about 30% when you consider all selections. So you got to wonder if she'd be that much better if she was able to just pick which races she could bet on. But anyway, in my handicapping where I bet compared to her handicapping, our numbers are very similar. If it had not been for the 2 worst days of the meet that I had at Churchill Downs, ironically Oaks Day and Derby Day, I would be clearly much better percentages, and I'd be in the profit for my Churchill Downs project. But if you look at the races overall, all my bets, through 2 months, I'm a strong 36% winning selections, and notice the ROI, $2.02 for every $2 bet. Remember that $1.91 for every $2 bet usually will beat 93% of your fellow handicappers. So to be above the $2 mark, that's an excellent 2 months of handicapping. It's been a great start to the summer. We're looking forward to next weekend, June 9th, when the Belmont Stakes and I'll have another will be going for the Triple Crown Sweep.